retro gamers, collectors, members of collections.com, and movie buffs, hopefully. This is Catfish, aka Lee, with my episode 3 of the movie reviews for collections.com. Hopefully you're enjoying them. I know I am. And on episode 3, a movie that I've been threatening you with since episode 1, we're going to be taking a look at the 1982 Disney sci-fi classic, Tron. By the way, get this on Blu-ray, about $10. Well, 1982, Disney released the groundbreaking sci-fi classic, Tron. One of the first movies to use a lot of CGI in it. Now, some of it's a little cheesy looking now. That said, as a 12-year-old kid in 82, when this movie came out, it blew my little freaking mind. So, looking back at this movie now, maybe not quite the same effect, but that doesn't change anything. I love Tron. Tron. So, let's take a look at the trailer. We'll come back, we'll discuss Tron. And, hopefully, this will make you want to go out and watch the movie if you haven't seen it again before, or make you want to go out and watch the movie again if you haven't seen it for a long time. So, without further ado, give it up for the trailer for Tron.
The NCOM 511 computer, center of the most calculating intelligence on Earth. Within it, there exists an unknown civilization where man has never been. A startling new world where time and distance defy the laws of logic.
I still do not understand why you want to break into the system.
Because, man, somewhere in one of these memories is the evidence.
Kevin Flynn, computer genius, searching for answers inside the system.
Hey, it's the big master control program everybody's been talking about.
Stop! I'm warning you. I'm gonna have to put you on the game grid.
Propelled into the digital world of the computer itself.
Oh man, this isn't happening. It only thinks it's happening.
Who's that guy?
That's Tron.
Trapped inside an electronic arena where love and escape do not compute. Journey across an electronic sea on cycles made of light. Tron. Enter its world this summer.
So what'd you think? Did it blow your freaking mind? Okay, maybe not, right? But anyways, Tron, when it was released in 82, as mentioned, was a groundbreaking movie. Actually, it would still be a groundbreaking movie, really, if you look at it historically. As a 12-year-old kid, I walked out of there just eyes wide open, mouth agape. Couldn't believe what I just saw. Now, honestly, if we were to watch it today for the first time, it would probably seem a little bit dry, but I'm not watching it again today for the first time. This is a person that saw it as a kid. Those, have been imprinted on me, just like a baby duck with the first thing it sees. So, brief outline of what's going on in the movie. There is a large software company by the name of NCOM. NCOM had a hotshot programmer by the name of Kevin Flynn, played by Jeff Bridges. Now, Kevin Flynn, hotshot game programmer, made a game called Space Paranoids. Before he was able to actually release the game itself for NCOM, a fellow programmer by the name of Ed Dillinger, being played by David Warner, who makes a great bad guy, by the way. Ed Dillinger steals the code, puts his name on it, takes full credit, and eventually gets Kevin Flynn kicked out of the company. And due to the success of Space Paranoids and the fact that Dillinger's getting the credit for it, Dillinger actually becomes CEO of the company. So, big boss at the company. And now Dillinger is working with, and in some ways working for, a master control program, actually called a master control program. This is the big program that runs everything in the company and is actually reaching out over worldwide networks. This is before we talk about the internet, folks. And taking control of other companies, taking control of computers that are running for governments, are being run by governments internationally. It's really spreading out, becoming an evil entity. And it's actually a pretty early example of, fake artificial intelligence. Pretty cool concept, at least it was for me, and I still like that. So anyways, Dillinger's taking control of the company. Flynn's out on the street. Well, not on the street. He's actually got a cool arcade that he runs and lives up above. But what he's really wanting to do is get into the NCOM computer and get proof, evidence that Space Paranoids is his, and it was stolen by Dillinger. He gets help with his friend, with a friend of his, played by Bruce Boxleitner. His name's Alan Shepard, his character, actually. And their girlfriend, played by Cindy Morgan. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go up and look the name right now of her character. But anyways, with their help, he gets access to the NCOM computers. He needed a certain level that was taken away by everybody by Dillinger. Except for a small group that were working on this weird laser program that actually was able to scan things and put it into the computer. That's important. So they got into the computer, into the building at night. Then then they let Kevin loose on a console as he's going through there, trying to get proof of the theft of Space Paranoids. The Master Control Program gets wind of this, fires up this scanning laser thing. Next thing you know, Kevin Flynn is on the game grid. That's right. He's like a program put inside the system, and he's put on what's called a game grid, kind of a punishment thing, where programs fight other programs for the enjoyment of this. I guess it's like, ancient Roman games, gladiator games. I'm guessing it's for the enjoyment of other programs or the sadisticness of the Master Control program itself. So he's on the game grid. He's fighting to get to the Master Control program to kind of shut it down so that he can send his information up to the up to the outside world with the proof of Space Paranoids being his. Take down the evil Master Control program. You got to fight the bad guys along the way. There's a cute girl. Everything's all CGI-ish. It's actually mostly filmed in black and white with some color effects added later on. This is not a very good review. That's because I'm very biased about this movie. Of course, there's the conflict, there's the stuff inside the computer. You got the people outside the computer too, but everything's happening inside. Now, the people that you met on the outside are also inside as computer programs, not with their own names. There's a bit of a kind of a hokey religion where the computer programs believe in the user. Kevin Flynn being sucked in there is a user. Turns out he's really good at games and great on the game grid. That there's some great light cycle animations. If you know what light cycles are, great. If not, think it's Slither, competitive Slither, if you know what Slither is. So, and that also, there's some cool tank battles. You got some weird spider things he's got to go up against. It's a really cool concept. I'm not really telling you enough about the story, but good guy versus bad guy. Eventually good guy wins. I'm not ruining anything for you there. This is a Disney movie. So what I'm going to say is, go out, get yourself a copy of Tron. Watch it with an open mind. Now take into account that this is a 1982 release. Yes, it's going to be a little hokey. Yes, it's going to be a little dry. But that said, think of what it would have been like seeing this in 82 when nothing else was like this before. No real CGI in movies. And not just that, the story's kind of, it's dealing with computers, something that was pretty much foreign to most people in 82. Computers were some giant thing that you either had at work or in the basement of a big government building. Sure, they were starting to trickle into houses like the Sinclair, the VIC-20s, the Commodore 64s, but it wasn't as prevalent as now, where everybody's got a computer in their house, everybody's got a tablet, everybody's got a computer in their pocket with their cell phone. This is groundbreaking stuff. This is the stuff that blew the 12-year-old mind of me, Catfish, a.k.a. Lee, once again. And hopefully you can watch it and enjoy it if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, hey, why not watch it again? So, Tron. If I was giving stars out, I'd give it 4 stars from just because of the way I feel about the movie. If I wanted to be fair, maybe 3 stars out of 5. Either way, it's a great movie. Go out and watch it. And until next time, keep it retro. Keep watching movies. And I'm really hoping I get some suggestions from you folks as to what to watch coming forward. Now, I know these have been video game movies. They're not all going to be video game movies. Just the intro, just the first intro, because we're retro gamers. Let's do some video game movies. All right, so once again, keep it retro. Keep watching. And don't forget to go to ilikebadmovies.com also. That's my site, my movie site. Been neglecting a little bit lately. Neglecting a little bit lately, but that's okay. I'll be jumping back on that horse soon. So, till next time, enjoy Tron. This is Catfish Man, out.